And here we are, welcome back to the channel. And this is round 8 of the RTR League race. Sprint race events, so 3 races tonight. I'm looking at the qualifying results. Jake, again, qualified on pole position. We managed to get second. Got Italia in third, followed by Lapin. Valkyrie in P5, from Kevin, Tom in 7th, and Raymag in P8. Got Petrol in P9, followed by Oldbanger, Slammer, and Rever in P12. So we're at ST Croix Layout C, reverse, in the GR4 car and the Citroen GT. We've got 5 laps around here. This circuit is around about 3.5 minutes or something like that. Racing soft tyres as well, so we've got good pace around ST Croix, so we need to give Jake a run for his money and stop this win streak that he's currently got. He's absolutely flying at the minute. So we're now going to try and keep Jake on. He's got Tally behind us, who's also quick, and lapping in P4, looking quick around here as well. So looking towards the end of lap 1, you got Tom and Kevin there going side by side. Tom getting his foot down and Kevin saving Tom's race. So proof that Dutch and English can get on, not like Verstappen and Russell at the minute. So Kevin doing a great job there of saving Tom. The lap 2, you can see Jake just getting away with that. That could have been instant murder, but Jake looking to go that way. One getting a little bit of understeer on that one. You can see on board with Valkyrie a bit further behind. Exactly the same in that corner. And that's what can happen if it goes wrong. So Valkyrie hitting the barrier on lap 2. Midway through the lap, the top 3 now just breaking away slightly. You can see we're keeping Jake honest right on the back of his bumper, and Italia's right behind us as well. A lappy in P4, ready to mop up if anyone makes a mistake. Jake going defensive. Very difficult track to pass on. This is nice, fast flowing circuit, but really difficult to try and pass. So we're going to try and get a bit of a switcheroo if we can. Jake not going deep, but we're doing a good job there of keeping right on the back of Jake. A bit further on, we've got Petrol now going down the inside of Tom into that P6. These two going side by side at the end of lap 2. We're still side by side coming onto that back straight. Tom not giving his position up just yet. It's a bit further on that straight. Tom hanging it around the outside. This is going to be a brave move if you can hang it around. Keep it around the outside here. Petrol has got the inside line. Tom braking late. Going to the enough room. Just keeping it out of the barrier. It's a great move around the outside there by Tom. Holding on to that 6th place at the minute. So onto lap 3, you can see we're still right on Jake's tail. Not letting him go at all. Going defensive. Going to try a nice switch back if we can again. Again, really difficult track to pass him. We're going to try and line him up on the inside. Jake covering that line up nicely. We're right on his tail here. We've got to make sure this is what we wanted, wheel-to-wheel action, 1st and 2nd place in the championship. A bit further back, we've got Lapin and Italia going side by side at the end of this bridge. Lapin looking to hang it around the outside. It's a nice little move if he can keep it, and he does. Manage to keep it at the barrier. Difficult pass, but nicely made by Lapin. So at the end of lap 3, come to lap 4, we set the fastest lap of the race. And Jake again going defensive, and every time this happens we're trying to get that switch back if we can, but can't quite get the run out the corner. Literally pushing Jake along at the minute, so just over a lap and a half to go now. So yeah, that battle is on for that 1st place. Then lap 4, we've got Italia and Lapin again going at it at the end of the bridge. This time Italia holding that inside line. Great side by side action, looking to keep that 4th place. Try and get in that podium if we can, but Italia on the outside there, so Lapin's looking to get a nice run on the inside if we can. Nice battle for the podium. Lapin just making it stick into P3 at the minute. So on to the last lap, we're on board with Jake. So you come onto his tight left-hander, almost gets himself on the grass. Just keeping it out, and we're right in the slipstream on this really long straight. But quite frustratingly on this long straight, the slipstream is pretty much non-existent, so you can only make about 1/10 of a second. But you can see Lapin just going a little bit wide and catches the barrier, and that's a shame coming on to just before you come onto that bridge. So yeah, Italia now taking that 3rd place. So we're on board, and we can see Jake getting a bit of a wobble on there. You can see we're still pushing, so that gives us a bit of hope coming towards the end of the lap. See if we can close down if we can, but we're right behind him. I mean, a couple of tenths. But this last section is quite tricky to pass on. You haven't got many places or heavy braking zones, but this is kind of one of them. We're a bit too far back, but we're going to show our nose. Be a bit too far there to make a move. That wouldn't have been on at all. Jake's holding on to that position. So a great race all in all. So coming towards the finish, See, Jake comes across the line and takes the win. We finish in second place, but it's a great race. And you don't mind coming second when you have a nice race like that, pushing each other right to the end. You see that battle for the podium still continuing. Got Italia and Lappi here. They're going to go side by side across the line. Who's going to get this one? And Italia just hanging on to that, so very tight at the end. And see Jake taking them in by 3 tenths per second, followed by Italia, Lapin, Kevin in P5, followed by Tom, Petrol, Raymag in 8th place. Well, Slammer, Rever, Valkyrie, and Armbanger is your top 12. So we've gone from one of my favourite combos to one of my hated combos from the GR3 cars with the Nurburgring 24-hour layout. And I've got to say, this is going to try to demonstrate some of the worst driving that you're ever going to see by myself. I haven't got a clue where I'm going on this track, and we've literally got no practice at all. But you can see the start on board Italia. Look at this start. Absolutely rapid. As soon as the lights go out, he's off like a rocket, taking first place in about 30 or 40 metres. We thought that was a full start initially, but it was just timed to perfection by Italia. We took into 3rd place, just behind Jake, and again, not got a clue where I'm going. The GP part of the circuit is fine, but the rest of it, yeah, a nightmare. So Kevin, just foot down and goes round. And Kevin at the back of the grid, followed by Petrol as well. So these two guys now with a lot of work to do. But we have got 2 laps around here into a long, long lap. The Mortar Slammer, you can see missing his braking point a little bit there. Gives Tom a punt. Says hello to Tom. So Tom has a sketchy rejoin, but I don't think there's much else he could have done about that. So Tom getting a bit of a hit from behind. So coming to this, it's a different chicane than what we're used to on the GP 24-hour layout. Myself and Lappin going side by side through that chicane. And we're going to try and hold on to this position if we can, because you know it's going to be difficult. You can see I've got the Grinch livery, and that kind of matches my mood for this race. Absolutely detest it, couldn't stand it, so yeah, we'll see what we can do. Jake taking the lead, coming on to the Nordschleife now. And this car is really dodgy on the curve. As you can see, Jake hitting the curb and just gets into the barrier. So Italia now retaking that lead. Now at the minute, see on board with Kevin. He's got a fantastic run. So he passes Armbanger and he's going to try and get Petrol as well, going down the middle if he can. But Kevin loving this combination at the minute. I've got to say, we're in the Peugeot RCZ GR3 car. So down the inside of Petrol, the nice little move. So Kevin making moves now from the back of the grid after that spin at the first corner, second corner. So you can see on board with us, we get a bit of a hit from behind and we just managed to keep that on. So we'll have a look at that from behind. Slammer there going into the back of Lappin, who then goes into the back of me, so a bit of a domino effect. We just managed to keep it on, but don't know how we're holding on to P3 at the minute. But further back, Petrol, he's not letting this one go. He's going to try and hang it around the outside of Kevin if he can. Just to break himself a little bit, gets onto that grass, and that's, yeah, game over for Petrol. Again, it's going to be difficult now for him to come back. So we're on board with ourselves, you can see, yeah, I've not got a clue where I'm going, so I'm overshooting all the corners. Absolute nightmare. You see Valkyrie just behind, gets a nice run out of this corner now. Everyone is right behind us and causing a bit of a train behind us. Bit of the Truly train, I think. So yeah, took him behind Valkyrie into 3rd place. So I'm order Slammer and Lappin again. It's like they're attached with a bit of string at the minute, those two. Bit of contact again. Slammer into P5. So coming to the right-hander. Give me braking for it. I haven't got a clue how much to brake, but yeah, we don't brake enough. Go wide again. That gives Slammer the opportunity to go past, followed by Raymag. They're losing positions left, right and centre. You see Tom's got a nice run on us as well, so we're not going to hold him up. Tom go down the inside, and it's, I'll say it's straight, but it's got a few kinks in it. So we come to the left-hander. Again, we've got Raymag goes off, and we follow him. Hit the back of him. We're having an absolute shambles at the minute. Yeah, so down into 8th place. We're lucky if we finish there. This is only lap 1 of 2, so yeah. So already Kevin has got up to P6 at the minute. On the inside of the carousel, taking that P5 from Tom with a nice little move. And that's a difficult one to get inside. You have to really slow the car down to get into that inside of the carousel. So coming towards the end of lap 1, you've got Jake now going side by side with Italia, taking that 1st place. And it's a long back straight just towards finish. So Jake now taking the lead. So look further behind, we've got Kevin Slammer going at it. And Kevin, yeah, I just missed his braking point there, and that was a close one. I think Slammer getting reset on the track, and Kevin with damage to the front and the back, and Tom now right in the back of Kevin. So Kevin momentarily up to P4 with Tom right behind him. See, Tom gets a nice run out of that last corner. Gets a bit of a squeeze at the barrier, but managing to keep his foot in it. The Tom up to P4 at the minute. But Kevin, he's not going to let that one go. So you can see down the inside of Tom again, having that second corner. That's the one he spun on lap one. So we couldn't make things worse. Not only do we not know where I'm going, but now night time hits. Because it only cause more disruption and disaster. As you can see, we follow Slammer into the grass. What happened to Slammer there? Just gone and disappeared. But yeah, we've got dirty tyres now, and yeah, we really want this race to be over. You can see we've come onto the Norwich Life bit. Yeah, again, we overshoot the corner into the barrier a bit. I mean, amazing that we were actually in P6 at the time. But yeah, back into P9. We're going to follow lapping. Probably easier when you've got someone in front so we can actually follow. So Kevin Manus right-hander. Absolutely sideways. Managing to keep out the barrier, but nice little drift in there from Kev. Then the carousel, lapping, gets his foot down a little bit there and has a little spin on the carousel. You can see a bit further behind as we try and get in the carousel. Like I said, really, really slow. Oh, there's lapping. We drive through a lapping and Slammer gets down the inside of us, so a bit of a sketchy corner that one. So we're still in P9 at the minute. So you come towards the end of the lap, you've got Valkyrie in third, goes a little bit wide, and Kevin's going to tuck it round the inside. But Valkyrie now is in that prime position to get that awesome slipstream. So a bit further on, see Valkyrie now trying to go down the inside of Kev. It's going to be brave moves. Kevin's going to try and hold it if he can, and he does so. Kevin holding on to that third place with Valkyrie just behind. So a great drive from Kevin. Actually played in position after spinning on the first lap. So you can see a flawless race again by Jake. That's another win. Jake takes the win and the fastest lap. And it's ahead of Italia in second place. So a solid race by Italia. So look further behind. We're on board. We've got Slammer there taking Rever. We're going to try and make a move if we can as well. We're going to go down the outside, but then we go down the inside at the last minute. Right behind Slammer and take a bit of the curb. Again, I don't know where I'm going now, so we have to kind of brake because I'm not got a clue where to brake or where I'm going, but where I should be braking, I don't brake. And this is what happens again. That kind of sums up our race, innit? Final corner, and we're off. We're managing to hold on to that position. You can see behind, Rever follows us in sympathy, I suppose, and has a little bit of a spin. But we're going to come across the line in a crazy, awful race for us and finish P8. Thank God that one's over. You look further behind you, on board with lapping. You can see Rever just recovering. It's going to be a run to the line to get this ninth place if you can. And just managing to get P9 at the end. So, yeah, crazy race. But Jake taking them in from Italia. Got Kevin in third from the back of the grid. Valkyrie in fourth, followed by Tom. Had a great race as well. Petrol in sixth after that spin, so another great result from Petrol. Slammer in seventh. We take eighth place, which is damage limitation, I suppose. Lapping in ninth, followed by Rever, Oldbanger, and Raymag in P12. We go on to the last race of the evening, and this is at Grand Valley Reverse, and this is in the Toyota Prius G 09 car. 10 laps on comfort soft tyres. Now this one is going to be fun, chaos, all of the above. It's absolute mental, this one. So your full start there from Oldbanger. We get a decent start. It's electric car, that's where you can't hear any noise. So we can't really go down the inside of lapping. And I think I pretty much called this on the race as well. Before we even got to this corner, I was like, yeah, I'm going to die. I'm going to get absolutely murdered on the outside of here. Because these brakes in this car are pretty much non-existent, especially with these tyres. Yeah, I'm just absolutely waiting for it as we come to this corner. We hold the brakes. Oh, it's not too bad at the minute. And then, yeah, bang. We end up in the barrier. Pretty much go down to... I'm pretty much last. You can see on board with lapping. He gets a hit. Another hit from Slammer. And then, yeah, he gets hit left, right and centre and gets into the back of us. So on board with Jake. So after he comes across, Jake gets a hit. And I pretty much think that everyone got murdered at Grand Valley. So I'm going to rename this one to Death Valley Race, not Grand Valley, because pretty much every single person ended up in the sand or got murdered. Lappin's turn to die. He gets hit across. Thing is, when you get hit, it takes forever for this thing to get going. So on to lap 2, you can see this isn't going to end well. We've got Tom Reva going at it, and Tom losing the back end, and that's not good for Tom, but at least the big man approves. But that's not good for Tom as he spins out and he dies. Oh, chaos behind. You can see as Tom dies, and this is absolutely hilarious. So Raymag ends up in the barrier. If you look behind, it's a beautiful place to park. Nice little view there, as you can see. Kevin and Obanga following him straight to the barrier as well. On board with Obanga, you can see Lachlan has a bit of a moment there. There's Kevin wide and Obanga as well. So deciding to park up and have a little bit of a break. The marshal hasn't got a clue what's going on. He's waving the green flag. There's just 3 cars in the barrier. So absolute chaos. So on lap 3, we're on board with Italia. You can see Slammer's turn to park up and have a little view. And Mark fancies it as well. So pretty much everyone looking out to the sea. I think we're going to name this one Killer Corner. So we're on board with ourselves. We get a whack as well. And we end up in our favourite place. And say hello to the marshal again. So, yeah. This is absolute chaos. Back down to like 7th, 8th position. So as we go on to lap 4, we've got 4 going to Killer Corner. And if this goes well, it's not going to go well, is it? Let's face it. So I've already look at Jake, so I'm kicking off. And now it's Valkyrie's turn to die. So pretty much battling for that 2nd place, down to 6th. So coming to lap 4, we're going to try and go down the inside. Look at this. Racing at its best at 64 miles an hour. So we go down the inside of Lappin, but we haven't got the pace to go down the inside of Valk, but make it up to P8 at the minute, P7. So we're looking to go down the outside on lap 5. It's a brave move. Valk, we catch the barrier. I'm waiting for it, but no, nothing happens actually. Not too bad. We're getting 2 positions there, up into P5, but for some reason we get a half-a-second penalty, and I still don't know what that's for. Yeah, this track is, yeah, mental. So on lap 9, you can see we're right behind Jake. You can see his petrol crashes, and we try and avoid him, and then we end up killing Jake as well. So I apologise to Jake for that one. I was trying to avoid a crash and ended up causing a crash in the end. I've got an absolutely mental race. And look at Reva, absolutely smashing it. This man knows how to handle a Toyota Prius. So Reva having a flawless race, and it's the man to kind of stop myself and Jake from winning the races. So GG's to Reva. So Tom finishes in the 2nd place, great 2nd place. And Slammer in 3rd. We finish in 4th, so Reva taking the win with in front of Tom. Slammer with a 1-second penalty. We get 4th, followed by Italia. Jake in 6th. Petrol in 7th. And Lappin finishes in 8th place. Valkyrie ends up 9th, followed by Kevin Obanga in 11th. And Remag in 12th. So in terms of the championship, Jake finally takes the lead by 3 points. He's got 9 wins now, 11 fastest laps. So this is going to be tough. A very tough battle now. The 2nd half of the season, but Kevin now cements that 3rd place ahead of Valkyrie and Tom in 5th place. But if you like that, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more of these action-packed races to follow, and I'll see you all on the next one. Laters.